Welcome, everyone. We have a huge announcement to make today. We have been keeping something under wraps for almost a year.
I know, I can't believe it.
And we are ready to let the cat out of the bag and tell you what we've been working on. Introducing Expressions, Batiks by Riley Blake Designs. They are so beautifully well crafted and made. Christopher, tell everyone what's so special about our batiks.
Yes, so it is so exciting, Cindy. It's been so hard to keep this secret, but Expressions Batiks by Riley Blake Designs are well crafted and they're ethically sourced and they're made by cultivating relationships with true artisan batiks in Indonesia. And the quality of our fabric is amazing. Do you want to talk about the poplin?
Yes, poplin is a fine cotton with a very tight weave. So if you've ever used it before in clothing, or if you're familiar with batiks, a lot of times the base cloth is poplin. In fact, I'm wearing a poplin dress today. It's a beautiful tight weave that is easy to maintain. It wrinkles far less than regular cottons because of the tight weave. And it's, our colors are color fast. It's just excellent fabric. Our base cloth is made in Indonesia. It's the finest base cloth poplin cotton you can get on the market. So you're going to really love our quality of fabric, and you're going to really love to sew with batiks. If you've never sewn with batiks before, give it a try. I am a big fan after using them, and I hadn't really sewed with them before.
Yeah.
And now the more I play with them and use them, the more I love them. And you can see my dress. I've worn this a couple times. It doesn't even need to be pressed at all.
It looks beautiful. And what I love too is you can see here, so this is fabric that has not been washed, and Cindy's dress has been washed, and it's the same.
Yeah, it's very color fast. So our dyes are color fast, even though these are handmade by artisans. I mean, they use very high quality dye, and you're going to be blown away with the quality of our fabric.
So in our first release, which is available this October, so a couple of months away,
Yep.
which is super awesome. So if you're dialing in right now, contact your sales representative or our customer service team to order this for your shop. And in consumers, you're going to be able to buy this in October from your local quilt shop or your favorite online retailer.
Yes.
And what's exciting, Cindy, is there are 120 chops, which chops are...
This is a chop. So this is where the handcrafted, well-crafted, handcrafted comes in, because the design of the fabric is done digitally, but then these artisan batik makers in Indonesia create the designs on this copper chop, and it's spelled TJAPS, but it's pronounced chop. And you can see the artistry in that. And this is what they take to stamp the fabric. This is an age-old technique done for centuries, but they are so skilled at it, and they apprentice under...
Yeah, they're masters.
Masters.
Yeah.
And it's just beautiful fabric. And the more you understand how batiks are made, the more you can appreciate the artistry that goes into them. And there is that organic element to them that, although the batiks are the same, they have such movement and interesting design color from the artisans themselves.
Yeah. And so 120 chops available in this release. Then we have 41 elementals, which elementals are blenders. They're small little prints, and they blend in beautifully. Oh yeah, that's one of our elementals.
This is like a big chop design. I mean, they both use chop, but that is...
Yeah. So you can see the scale difference here. And then the last thing that we have to offer in this release is 154 hand dyes. These are beautiful.
So it's kind of like a solid in batiks. You know, they kind of read like a solid, but they are a fine blender.
Yeah.
And so...
And the method of getting a hand dye is lots of scrunching and folding.
And then the artisans work in the colors. So there's lots of colors in here, and that's where the artisans come in. We give them a color palette idea, and then they go to work creating these hand dyes that are just gorgeous. Again, all the base cloth is the same. It's excellent. It comes from one factory that makes this in the Japanese woven textile way that makes this base cloth. So they're very excellent. Excellent. So these are our storyboards.
Yeah, so these are our storyboards. You can see our beautiful rainbow here. One thing that you're going to hear from us throughout is our catchphrase of create colorfully, because we want you to use our well-crafted batiks with your creative and colorfully imagination to dream up and make the most beautiful projects, from apparel to quilts to home decor. So let's take a closer look at some of our fabrics that we have in this release, so you can see more of our colors. So we'll start with hand dyes.
So these are all made and on the water, coming to the United States to our warehouse to be ready in October. But you can see the gorgeous elements of the hand dyes, from lights to darks, all of the tones and colors, into the blues, into the purples. And we have these in precuts, right?
We do, yeah. We
and
have colorways of precuts. And I'll point out that in our elementals, these are 8-yard bolts, which is awesome.
So the perfect amount of fabric. And again, these are made in small batches. So just like fine chocolates are made in small batches, so are batiks. So they're just, again, we use that phrase a lot, but they are just well crafted. And look at these gorgeous
the reds,
pinks
beautiful.
into the reds, into the mulberry and
peaches and oranges.
And corals. Oh, so lovely.
Yellows starting into our greens.
Oh, that's gorgeous. Oh, this is probably a personal favorite. Look at those.
Yeah, aquas and
Makes
teals.
you want to go to the Caribbean, right?
Yes.
Look at those.
Gorgeous. And then our blues and navies.
Lovely. Oh, love those.
And our browns. And this is like burl wood, which is like super popular in home decor furniture right now. I just think that's beautiful.
Oh, it does kind of look like wood, doesn't
Yeah.
it? Look at those color combinations.
And then more of our neutrals, blacks and grays.
Nice.
And then also in our hand dyes, we're offering multicolor combinations. So here's some examples of that.
And again, this is what the artisans do in Indonesia. Like, who would think to color combination of these? So you've got this purple into the pinks. It just makes a lot of interesting fabrics.
This looks like a beautiful purple marble, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah. And you wonder, what am I going to do with this fabric? Well, we'll show you some quilts that you're going to go, oh, that's what you do with the fabric. And it gives you that pop of color that makes that quilt or design so special.
Here's some more of our blues and teal multis and our aquas.
Yeah, look at that. Look how they incorporate that color. There's so many different little bits of dye in that.
And then our purples into neutrals.
Oh, nice. Gorgeous. There you go.
Next, we'll take a closer look at our elementals. These are also available in 8-yard bolts. Look at these teeny tiny little prints. Look at that yellow. It's so happy.
Oh, yeah. So these are perfect blenders. They make a gorgeous color wall.
Yes.
And they just show how they complement the hand dyes and the
chops.
larger chops.
Greens and blues.
Excellent. Okay, I see a dress in the making here. Wouldn't that be beautiful? Oh,
It would.
oh, I love that fuchsia color.
So you're going to get a dress, and I'm
I
going to
am.
get a shirt in this blue
and then
color
we're gonna
range.
make more
Yes.
quilts.
Yes.
Oh, look at the blues. So these look very traditional batiks to me, with the larger chops.
And I should point out, those are our chops. So our chops are available in our 10 yards.
Because a lot of times you're using these beautiful designs and borders, so we increase the size for that, or for backings too. Oh, look at that!
Our reds and pinks.
Oh, look at that!
The water lily, it's beautiful.
Yeah, very traditional batik looking. But even the print I'm wearing, I don't think that looks so much like batiks. It's just a beautiful design.
Mm-hmm.
It looks like a very modern dress, and look, like there's little purple in that. I love that orangey red and purple combination.
Greens into our aquas and blues.
Now look at this. This is one of a very interesting batik. Again, kudos to the artisans over in Indonesia. Look at the marbling on the back, but this just looks like it's almost a pop of color, like it's got a little shimmer or something special in there.
And I think this would be a fun one to do some fussy cutting with, and you could do some English paper piecing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, these gorgeous blues. Looks like
into the purples.
great.
Yeah. Oh, love that.
And then our neutrals, browns, blacks.
Yeah, so those are all of our collection. Our first release, our second release of Batiks is coming in December.
That's right.
So we are following up with a beautiful collection. We have we worked with some wonderful artists in the industry who are known for their gorgeous batik quilts. And go through the artists that we're working with, and then we're going to show you the quilts that they've designed.
So Judy and Judel Niemeyer from Quilt Works, well known in the industry. Whirligig Designs, Chris Hoover. We have Daniela Stout, Cozy Quilt Designs. Raja from Quilter's Treasure Chest. Heidi Pridemore, the Whimsical Workshop. And then Laura from Slice of Pie Quilts. So 6 awesome designers.
And create colorfully. There's our theme, Poplin.
Yeah. The first 2 quilts here, this is Summer Solstice and Desert Sky. These are by Quilt Works. Yeah, Judy and Judel.
And look, you know, that funky orangey red print that you're like, what in the world could you do with that? Here it shows up there, and it just is the perfect accent or the perfect pop in this quilt. And I really enjoy seeing it in this quilt.
And these patterns will be available in October as well. Then from Whirligig Designs, we have Morocco. And the really awesome thing about Morocco is this is great for a Block of the Month program. So if you're a shop and you've ran a Block of the Month program before, this quilt is ideal for you. It's so fresh and modern.
Mm-hmm. And I love the white, and you know, it really makes the batik shine with that white and the specialness of the prints. So, you know, I like white all the time.
And that's, the white is our hand dye.
Oh, it's a hand dye too.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, the next page is black. So whites and blacks make things pop. Prints pop. So you can see the pop here, and the white pops these colors as well.
It sure does. So this is Nine Sisters by Cozy Quilt Designs, and then Color Falls by Cozy Quilt Designs as well. And some of these patterns use our pre-cuts, so our 2-inch roly-poly, our 2.5-inch roly-polies, and our fat quarter bundles, as well as some of our 5 and 10-inch stackers.
And don't you just love the black in those deep Caribbean blues? Oh, just lovely. And I love this design too, very modern. But you could switch out the black for white, and I think it would be equally as
just
special.
as gorgeous. And here is Skipping Stones by the Whimsical Workshop, and then Chocolate Covered Cherries by the Whimsical Workshops as well. It does look like a box of chocolate covered cherries.
Really good.
Yes.
I love this modern take using the batiks. You've got this big heart, this heart inside of a heart, and then these kind of like pickup sticks a little bit.
Party Pop. Those are by Slice of Pie Quilts. And then we have a free quilt project for you. This will also be available in October, and you can see it behind Cindy and I.
Yeah, Holly made this quilt, and she just enjoyed sewing with this batik so much. And so this is a free quilt pattern that features this.
This is our bundle. This is our expressions, and this is the fat 1/8 bundle, which you can use to make the quilt behind us. You just need to add the background, and then we actually ended up adding a border to our sample, and both of those pattern options will be available for free. But here you can see our expressions bundle. We spent some time pulling this together for you.
I love the color combination that we chose.
It's beautiful.
Really good.
And speaking of pre-cuts, just want to point out, we do have pre-cuts available. And you can see here that we've pulled together the elementals, the hand dyes, and our chops to create these beautiful bundles for you. Apple Orchard, Carnival, our Expressions bundle, Farmer's Market. These are available in our roly-poly, our 5-inch stacker, our 10-inch stacker, and our fat quarter bundle. And there are limited quantities available. So if you're a shop and you're interested in carrying these, go ahead and call your sales rep right now so that you can get these ordered.
Here's more of the color bundles, but then we go into the hand dyes and give you color way options. So we got the blues, the neutrals, and the browns and blacks, greens, oranges. Oh, this fun pinks and
reds.
fuchsias.
Yeah.
Purples back into the blues, as well as a lighter blue palette into the oranges, back to the neutrals. So we got something for everyone's taste, and you can kind of see how you can create a color wall with just all these depths of color.
That's right.
So we hope you're as excited as we are to play with these new collection of expression batiks. If you're a batik lover, we think you're going to love our batiks. And if you've never used batiks before, give it a try and you are sure to enjoy sewing with these. So thanks everyone for joining. This has been pre-recorded, but please leave your comments below and we will answer all of the questions. And in the meantime, create colorfully with fabrics from Riley Blake Designs.